Joe Bird, Birkenhead constituency, Green Party candidate. So Joe Bird, who we've had on the show a few times, is now the parliamentary candidate for the Greens in Birkenhead. How are you doing, Joe?
Good morning, Crispin, and everyone. I'm doing great, thank you.
Now, I know you're a councillor. I'm afraid that as I said earlier, that there's some glitches. I was going to show a video, but I don't think I can do that. But I mean, we've seen that you won a council election earlier this year. I think you won all of the seats. The Greens won all the seats in the ward, and now you've been selected as the parliamentary candidate. I mean, how exciting is that?
Yeah, I'm very excited about it, and so we're all Green Party. Not least because of the way we won. I won re-election as a Green councillor in May, just gone in the local elections, along with my two other ward colleagues. We shifted the Green vote share from 20% to 57% in just 1 year. We overturned a safe Labour seat and it became Green and people voted for us because they like what we do, they like what we stand for.
And there's another point about this, just so people can see what the what your vote share is. I think I've got it. I don't know if I've actually got it. So you did have a fantastic result across the whole of Birkenhead. Right. So you've got in 2023 the Green Party won Birkenhead ahead of the Labour Party. I mean, it does look like the Greens have got a very good chance of winning that seat, and you have as well. Can you tell us what the kind of issues are in that area that would put people more in favour of the Greens than Labour? I mean, Labour's obviously established there. Why are the Greens having a resurgence there, or a birthing effect?
Birkenhead has many similar issues to other towns, cities and rural places across the country. Labour neglect, Tories are completely discredited, and the Greens are the only credible, viable alternative. And we're promoting decent policies that address the climate challenge and breakdown that we're in. You know, the planet is burning. We have to take urgent action on this. We're also calling for things like the restoration of our NHS. We want better buses and trains, walking and cycling facilities, basic things like safe streets for our children, cleaner rivers, cleaner air, more and better housing. The Greens are the only party that would bring rail, buses, water and energy back into public hands. And Birkenhead in particular, it's my hometown, we deserve better. We deserve better than the Labour Conservative coalition that we have on Wirral Council, and we deserve a better Member of Parliament. So I would be an MP that puts Birkenhead first, not party bosses. I'll take home the average working wage and donate the rest to green projects in each ward. I stand with frontline workers and I work hard for residents. I work for justice and peace, and I won't vote for yet more expensive wars and the destruction of our beautiful and precious planet.
And that sounds great, but something you said there just kind of came out of me. Are you saying there's a Labour Conservative coalition in Birkenhead?
Yeah, yeah, Birkenhead's part of Wirral, and the Wirral Council is not in any overall control. Greens have 13 councillors, and which is slightly less than the Conservatives and Labour, and they consistently, the two larger parties, they vote together to do things like close local services and swimming baths, to deny the real living wage to cleaners and caterers in our schools, to deny Greens their fair share of places on chairs and vice chairs and committees and so on.
Well, we saw they did that to you last year. They stopped you being on a committee, didn't they?
Yeah, now they've stopped all Greens being chairs of committees.
Oh, right. So do you think that that's actually a game changer, the fact they're collaborating to push out? I mean,
Yeah.
Labour collaborating with the Tories is just isn't acceptable, is it, for people, especially in the Merseyside area, which is traditionally very
or anywhere, and it's an indication of what's to come. And we've seen Labour abstain or vote with the Tories in Westminster on all kinds of issues. And the message to voters is: you vote Labour and you get Labour Conservative coalition. You vote Tory and you get Labour Conservative coalition. So actually, Greens are the only party offering a credible viable alternatives. We've got over 700 local councillors across the country. We're going to win more MP seats in the next general election in maybe a year's time, and hopefully I'll be one of those.
Wow. And how many people do you have on the ground? Do you think you've got a big enough activist base to door knock all those people in Birkenhead? I mean,
we're quite strong. We welcome
people?
more support. Anyone who can make it to Wirral is very welcome. In the last local elections, as your slide showed, over 9,000 people voted for Green councillors and candidates and elected 10 out of the 21 councillors in the Birkenhead constituency. 10 out of 21 are Green, 8 are Labour, 3 Lib Dems. There's no Conservative councillors. There's no chance of the Blue Tories winning in Birkenhead. People like what we're doing. So the general election in Birkenhead is a 2-horse race between the Green Party and the Labour Party, between Joe, myself, and Alison McGovern, who's jumped ship from Wirral South into Birkenhead.
Oh, and the fact, I mean, I don't know if you've seen, there's been some fixing going on in the Labour Party in Wirral. I think they've closed one of the party CLPs down, haven't they?
And the executive committee of Wirral West have all resigned. You know, the Green Party has this brilliant thing called open selection, where any member can stand to be selected, and it's democratically decided on the basis of one member, one vote. It's this great thing. Other parties should try it sometime. We don't impose or parachute candidates in, and it bodes well for the future. If you want to aspire to be in power, then you have to model what you're doing in your own party first.
And I mean, about the Green Party generally, are all the candidates in place? Are you one of the latest ones to be selected? I mean, because Labour seems to have been selecting their candidates for quite a while. Are the Greens just getting that round to that?
We're in the middle of the process. So Harry Gorman is selected for Ellesmere Port and Bromborough, a new constituency, and we're still in the process of selected for Wirral West and Wallasey. And
are the Greens standing in every seat? Is that
that's the plan?
Is that the plan? Yeah.
Aye.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm sure we'll have lots of people helping you out, because you know, you've been you know, we've seen your journey, and it was incredible to see the story that you've been selected, and let's hope we can get Joe Bird into Parliament. What do you think? I mean, I'm sure everyone on this call will be supporting you, and if you're around the Merseyside, we'll be out there.
Yeah.
But thank you.
If you can't make it and you can afford it without hardship, we'd welcome your donations. We don't yet have enough money to run the best possible campaign that we need to run. Every £250 pays for one leaflet for one ward. 7,500 households will get a leaflet that way. And I'll share the donations link on the chat. There will be a crowdfunder in due course.
Okay, well, do come back on, because we'll be behind you on this. I'm pretty sure. I don't think there's any disagreement on that. Thank you, Joe. Thanks for coming on such short notice.